Hello, guys. Welcome to Cheenta School of Statistics and Data Science. We are a team of extremely passionate teachers, researchers, and statisticians from the top universities of India and USA. Our mission is to help you curve your career in statistics, data science, and machine learning. How do we do that? Number one, we help you build your foundations. We achieve that by making an optimized plan for your learning journey.
We'll get to the properties of countable sets. So let's call it the arithmetic or the algebra of countable sets. So I will use this algebra term more and more, and you will see this coming up again and again in my lecture. The reason is that from higher mathematical points of view, from a higher statistical point, no, not statistical, mathematical points of view, these are all algebras. Okay, you will see this coming up in sequences, series, differentiable functions, continuous functions, limits. You will see this because algebra is nothing but how two variables interact. Okay, so here two variables are countable sets. So how two variables are interacting to give something new. For example, two numbers are interacting with each other, are getting added to give another number. So it's called algebra. The addition is an algebra and or arithmetic, anything. Okay, so these operations are, I'm referring it to as algebra. Okay. It's algebra of sets. You will see algebra of functions. You will see the all of things they are there in literature when you read books. So I am explaining you why it's called so. The algebra of countable sets. It's very simple. One first example. So let's say you have taken natural number set, right? And I've given an example that even number sets, positive. So let's say positive even number set is a subset of this natural number set, right? So understand in terms of this, a natural number sets are sets like countable sets are sets which you can count. So if you have a big set which you can count, of course you can count the subset, right? If you take a smaller subset, right? If there's big set which you can count, like 1, 2, 3, 4, you can count. If you take a smaller subset like this, and go carry on, that will also be countable, right? So the first result that I will show it to you, like I will not prove it, but you can prove, learn I will upload a reading material, you can learn from there. If A is countable, A and B are countable, that implies, and A is a subset of B, that implies that, sorry, if B is countable, and A is a subset of B, then it implies that A is countable. It's very simple to understand. So the proof goes in like this. Like, since B is countable, that means every element of B you can represent it as in some sense B1, B2, like this, right? Since it's countable, like B1, Bi is nothing but f of I, because there's a function from natural number set to the B set, right? Bijective function. So every I of natural number or every n of natural number goes to Bn in that sense. So you can count in that format. Like Bn is B1 is the first count and B2 the second count. Okay. So f of n is equal to Bn. Okay. So if you take Bn, essentially A is countable, subset of A is countable means like instead of taking B1, you are taking like this set A. A is defined as, let's say, B3, B5, B17, B19. You're taking a subset of it, okay? You can usually see, you can count it. So there's a mathematical way of representing, but intuitively you can understand that the first property is that subset property. Subsets of countable sets are countable. The next one is that, okay, all of you understood this, yes or no? Please write yes or no in the comment box. Super. So this is the first property. The second property, so example is that, as you can see, any subset of natural number, I mean like any, Z is an integer, right? Integer set. So any subset of integer set is a countable set, right? So you don't have to prove like if even numbers, so therefore you don't have to prove it. Okay, any subset of integer sets is a countable set. Okay, so that's the first property. So corollary is prime numbers or prime number set is countable, because we cannot show it like here, right? Like this, we cannot find a specific function, so you can prove it in this way. See how beautiful it turns out to be when you use these algebraic properties, how two sets interact. Okay, the next property. Next property is very interesting. It's called finite cross product. I hope all of you know cross product of two sets, right? If not, please, So I will give an example. Let's say cross product of this 1 comma 2 is nothing but set of all 1 comma 3. You take element 1 here and every element here. So you get a pair 2 and 3, 2 and 4. For example, r square. R square is nothing but the plane is nothing but r cross r. That means you're taking every xy number, every point here from r, here from another r. So every such xy such that x comma y pair such that x and y both belongs to r. That's r square, right? So therefore, this is a finite cross product of two sets. So after getting the finite cross product of two sets, we will say that if A is countable, if A is countable and B is countable, that implies that A cross B is countable. Interesting, right? So essentially, the basic idea is this: if A is countable, that means you can, you can count the numbers like here, like this one, this one. A is countable, you can count it. And here on the x-axis, you can also count. And you're taking these points, like the cross product of them. Similarly here, here is also there. So you hope you understand. This is a cross product, right? This is geometry of cross products. Now the question is that how can you count this? Whether why it's countable? It's simple. You can just do like this. You can start with this, then you can go here. You can see there's a countable idea, right? It's not simple like this, that I hope you understand.
Number two, we help you prepare and ace your entrance examinations in statistics and data science, like IIT JAM MS, ISIM Stat, and CMI MSc Data Science. Number three, we give our absolute best to help you design your career by organizing workshops and certified data science courses.
So you can see, you can understand each one of them. And you can of course find a very beautiful mathematical proof of this. All of you understood this? That you can count, like this is you can define as 1, this is defined as 2. The seventh element. All of you understood this, yes or no? And then you can continue like this. Since it's countable.
To book a trial class for your preparation courses of IIT JAM MS, ISIM Stat, and CMI MSc Data Science, check out the first link in the description below. If you're enjoying the video, show some love by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We welcome you again to this passionate community of budding statisticians and data scientists. Let's enjoy the rest of the video. Stay tuned and stay blessed.